a change in my soul that made me feel whole, baby. It took all my fears away. I have never felt nothing like that before. Please give me some more.
Okay, yes, hi, we back. Your chance. And your chance is for you to call in and have your chance to speak about anything that you want to speak about. Because right now, there's a lot going on in this world, and I know you have comments about what's going on or something new that we need to find out. Because, you know, first of all, I want to introduce you to the family.
Keisha.
And Terry.
Tasha.
Okay. For the new people who just tuning in, we are missing two people, two more family members, but we okay with that. You know, one head to work and one doing modeling. Too much information?
No, you good. You good with that one.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's a lot going on, and we know everybody done heard about the stabbing, but and some other things that's going on, but it's amazing how the main news stream can speak about the same thing and don't give information like far as like letting the family actually talk and tell their side, or friends, or anybody outside, but they just give their little topic of what they want to talk about far as the news way, but they never let the family members get a hold to it. All you do is see still pictures of them most of the time, So let's talk about the girl who got stabbed.
Well, it was
Got to be
Fitzgerald Fitzgerald
a
High School. Yeah, and it was two young ladies, 16-year-old and a 17-year-old.
I thought it was both their senior year of high school. Because the one who was stabbed, it was her senior year, because they said they was in the classroom talking about prom and all that stuff.
Oh,
Hold on.
but I know one is 16 though. One is younger than the other, a year younger.
Okay, let's take this call right quick.
Okay.
Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
Welcome to your chance.
Yes, good afternoon to all three of you young ladies. Okay. So,
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if you can hear it on your side, but we hear like mumbling. So maybe if you could talk
wait a
into
minute. Let me move away from this air conditioner. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, anyway, the young lady that stabbed the lady in Warren, Michigan at Fitzgerald High School for 16 years old. Both of them are students, 8 students, fighting over a boy. Now you got, like I always say, you fight over your girlfriend or husband or boyfriend or wife or whatever. Here you is to kill that young lady. You going to jail. She lost, and he's going with another woman. They should be in school trying to learn, worrying about boyfriend and girlfriend. Every time you look about young people killing each other, bringing weapons into the school, they should have them metal detected.
Right.
Yeah,
That's either then or done.
I think because they didn't have the metal detector because it was more Caucasian kids there probably.
Right. And the fellow that was home with, I understand, is Caucasian and all. But what I'm just saying, there's too much of this crime. Every time you look around, even in the city of Detroit, young people, 25-year-olds, got shot in the car yesterday. Early this morning, yesterday evening, I was looking at them this morning. I'm talking about 3 and 4 students a day and all. Something got to be done.
Yeah.
But these people, this and the girl that stabbed the young lady, laughing about it, thinking it's funny. She going to jail for life. I'm going to hang up and see her program more. Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks
you
for calling in, caller.
Okay, let's take this call before we make a comment on that.
Okay, we got another caller.
Okay.
Go ahead, caller.
Welcome to your chance.
Praise the Lord. Hello.
Hi.
I'm calling because I'm wondering why they didn't allow Farrakhan to speak at Aretha Franklin's funeral.
Right.
Is there some type of scripture that forbids that?
No, I look at it like this. I think because they didn't, I think me, myself, the man, okay, over the years, I've been waiting on him to do what they claim he do, and that's lie, and that's like do bad things, and he have not did none of that. So that ain't nothing but the devil hate good. When somebody's speaking out the truth and speaking out good things, the devil hates that, and he'll show them out. He'll make them look bad. So that's, to me, that's why they couldn't have him
Oh,
standing
I
up there.
know he's a good man.
Mhm.
He's a good, educated speaker,
And that's what they scared of.
a strong man.
But the world right now belongs to the devil.
Oh, I know.
And we have to try to, we don't have to try to fit in, but we fit in the best that we can, because the Lord will open the door for him. Like right now, he could come on my show and say and speak and tell everybody what he wanted to say, or either he could call in on the show and speak about what he wanted to say. I give him that platform because I really wanted to hear what he had to say too, because I
And
know
they should
it
have
would have
taken
been.
that Republican off the platform.
I know
the
it would
one
have.
with that red tie that used to be Aretha Franklin. That's a Republican from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. His own parishioners were upset with him. He was a downer to that service. The children didn't want him and didn't like him.
Right.
And I was turned off. My spirit went down when he was speaking.
Right.
He was talking against us. That telecast was going around the world.
Right.
And he was talking against his own people
Oh, yeah.
like I've never heard.
Oh yeah.
I just, God gonna punish him because he was so negative. He's supposed to edify, not take people down in the dumps.
Well,
And
that was.
I just want to thank you and your daughters for standing up for good things and standing up for the Lord.
Right.
I
Because
wanna suggest-
thank you.
I want to suggest one thing too. I'm trying to whisper,
Oh.
but when you should try that food at Bon Appetit.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh,
It's
good.
good. I did. I tried it before,
it
and it's
good?
good. But I do need to come back and get some more, like a real full plate.
I did. Girl, it's so good.
It's
I mean, the taste is superb. I'm telling you. And you should try those donuts for dessert. And she delivered those donuts too. Homemade. Black businesses. I just have to tell you, God is good. He's moving us on.
Yes.
You see how he's moving us on?
Yes.
Nobody can hold us back.
Right.
But let's try to do more with our black business.
Right. Yes.
Thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh,
You
thank
just
you for
a joy,
calling.
you and your daughter.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye.
Yeah, but
we have
I
some more
think we
callers
do have
calling
some
in.
Uncle Toms out here. They get that position, and then they just let it go to their head, and if they get one of the Caucasian, now we're not prejudiced, because we talking about prejudiced people. We talking about people who don't want to do right. Because I love everybody. That's what God wants us to do, love everybody and get along. And I pray for our enemies out here that's trying to take us down. But all I can say is that, we still have prejudiced people. We have Uncle Toms, and them the ones are we talking about. Because we have a lot of mixed race. We have a lot of some of everything, and I love that. It's just that these people who they not just trying to really take us down, they taking down everybody else too, and the other people don't know it. Even their own race they taking down. So, and then I want to get back to the first caller where he was talking about, but I'm gonna answer this call right now.
Caller, you're on the air.
Stretch like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to call back. I'm the first caller.
Oh, okay. If you had stayed on the phone, I could have continued to talk with you.
So you can respond to the first question. But you know what? It is what it is. Farrakhan was up there at the funeral. He didn't get to speak or whatever. I mean, the Son of Man is also good, comes on that station. So let's not forget him. He does what he do. You know, I don't belong to any of the organizations. I belong to Baptist Church. It's all one. It's doing good for the people. That's what I go by. Now, in regards to the family pick to preach at the funeral, the stuff people saying should have been, it was out of order.
Right.
But it is what it is. It's over, but we need to move on. And while we debating and arguing among ourselves about that kind of stuff, that's what them Republicans, the people don't look like me and you others to do. Stay divided. So get out there and vote Democrat. Watch them judges, vote for them, and the governor.
Right.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
hanging up. You can respond.
Okay, thank you for calling. Yeah. Yes, I do know Son of Man do. I listen to him too, and he make a lot of good sense too. But I also, by Mr. Farrakhan being there at Aretha Franklin thing, that I felt like, you know, that, yeah, I would love to hear him, what he has to say, because I know it would be well listened to, you know. So I still extend that platform to him if he would love to, you know, come and be on your chair show, you know. But anyway, so getting back to the
Stabbing.
the stabbing. Yeah, see, if the regular news was real good about what they doing, they'll also put on there sometime on the program letting kids know if you do certain things, this is where you're gonna wind up in jail for the rest of your life, you know. Now this girl just don't know that she's going, you know, she done gave up her life. I mean, both of them plus they had been smart, A student, but she ain't gonna realize it until she have to follow orders. And then she gonna have to kiss them women's butts in there, you know. And when she see that, hey, she had it good out here, it's too late. And all our kids that's watching now, you know, you don't follow what negative. I already know how this girl got where she at. Something going on with her and the girl and the boy. But the thing is that she was talking to somebody else, and you know how we are. If we get sick or something happened to us, what do? We go to somebody and talk to them about it. Now that person either gonna lead you the right way or that person gonna lead you the wrong way, and usually they geek you up and lead you the wrong way. They probably got her geeked up, girl. She making you look like a fool around the school, and how you letting her do that to you and all this mess. So this girl done built it all up inside of her. She done really built it up, and that's why she went and did what she did. But let me take this call right quick. Hello, welcome to Your Chance.
Both of the girls were best friends.
Mm-hmm.
They were best friends.
But you can be best friends and
And
still
what
be
happened
jealous
was
of the person.
They put one on I don't know, somewhere on Snapchat or internet talking about the other.
Mm-hmm.
The boy used both of them. He was going with both of them at the same time. That is why the lawyer is involved, because that guy should have some consequences also.
Yeah. Or else he
And
gonna
we
do it to
have to
somebody.
wait. But that the lawyer out in Southfield, the big time lawyer, always win. They're
I know
on
who
it
you're
for the
talking about.
family, because
What is his name?
this guy was Caucasian. And you know how some people get all wrapped up in color, especially us.
But the other,
And he just used both of them at the same time.
But it's more
And
to
put
the
it on
story,
internet.
because it has to be something on social media with them
It
going
is.
back and
It
forth
was
that we
on
don't know
social
yet.
media. That's
to
why
get
the
to this
lawyer's
point.
taking the case.
yeah, because he'll wind up doing it to someone else.
Oh,
you know.
yes. You know he will. And I thank you for taking my call.
Okay.
Thank you for calling, caller. We got another caller.
My thing is with that, you should never let nobody knock you off your square. I don't care what they did, what they put in your ear. Like, you should love yourself enough
They
to
not thinking
just
at that
move
time.
on.
Some of 'em
it's
just-
like you 17.
But
You
this young generation, they don't know how to control their emotions.
Right, they
They
don't.
already don't know how to socialize because everybody talking to each other on their tablets. They don't know how to
Right. And
control their emotions, and that social media is just crazy.
right. Let's take this call.
Go ahead,
Hello.
caller. It's your
Welcome.
chance.
Yes.
Good afternoon, lady.
Oh, I thought I was gonna have to beat you.
Sound like y'all trying to try the case over TV. You can't do that without all the facts
Oh,
because
what
there's
he
too
said.
many rumors going on. One being that the girl was going with the guy, but see, they was just friends. One of them was his girlfriend, the other one was just his friend. They wasn't going. He wasn't
Right.
going with both of them.
Well, that's the story I heard. What you saying right there about one was the friend and one was the girlfriend.
Yeah, so that somebody's spreading out different stories, and we don't know the facts. See, when people call in, they can't just say anything.
Well, I mean, they gotta voice their opinion too because we don't know which one is right. You know,
Right, because it's the
they-
media
but-
fault because they
but
so
she
quick
ready
to get the
try
story
boy,
out
she ready to
there.
hang the boy without the facts. He got to have responsibility. We don't know all that yet.
Well, you still
You
have
know?
your chance to call in to voice your opinion. So that's what everybody's doing because it's the
can't
media's
send that
fault
boy
for
to
not
jail
getting all the
'cause two women
information
is
out
crazy.
there for us to
It's not
really
his
know
fault.
what's going on.
And see, wait a minute.
You know
And
it's
see,
not
you
his
can't
fault.
never say you can't say
You got
because
two crazy women out there that want to fight over a man. That's their fault. It ain't got nothing to do with him.
True, but it also has to come from the home as well. Like if you're not getting loved, or if you're not talking to your kids, they out here lost. Like
And-
they,
Can't blame the boy for that.
yeah, he
Yeah.
think
Oh.
the boy don't have a
Oh,
problem.
the
Yeah,
boy
yeah,
has a part
yeah.
in it. It took
Yeah.
3 people for them to get to where they at.
Right.
So
And-
he do have some
and if they-
responsibility into
yeah,
this.
they was
he
some
ain't
kind
got
of
no
friend.
responsibility. He was in another class doing his schoolwork. He wasn't even nowhere around
He
it.
probably didn't have nothing to do with the stabbing, but far as with their emotions, I
Yeah,
don't
messing
know.
with their
It's-
emotions.
No,
He
no,
do
no.
have
The
something
parents should have
to
got
do
them
with
girls
it.
together a long time ago and let them know you're going to school to learn. You're not
True.
going up there to fall in love with no
Exactly.
boy.
Right, but
That's
see,
what I
this
said,
didn't
it come
happen at
from the
school.
house.
This
It
had to
just-
happen on social
it
media
had
with
to-
all 3 of them doing some talking. So he played some part of it for them 2 to be acting like that. All 3 of them had a
see,
little
you go
triangle,
trying to blame
something
the
going
boys.
on, because that social media is crazy, and
Lord
it
have
carried on
mercy.
to school.
What if he was just a popular student and he ain't got no control over who likes him? Maybe it's a bunch of girls that like him, but them 2 just took it too far.
He still played a
You gonna
part.
blame him because a bunch of girls like him?
No,
'cause
but he
you-
still played a part. Something
see,
happened for it to get to this point. We just don't know.
You guys set y'all guys, y'all teach them young boys to get out here and get as many as girls as they can because they young and they don't have no commitment. But see, you gotta understand, girls, our hearts bleeds. When we fall in love, it's puppy love to them, but they heart bleeds like for real when y'all out here playing baseball with us. Hit that one over here and hit that one over there, and I run and get that one. It don't work like that.
Because,
That-
see, the boys is just looking out having a normal lifestyle
But-
with teenage love, but the girls is looking for something they don't lost in their life. Maybe a father figure, maybe.
Maybe.
I
Maybe,
don't know.
true.
What caused the
True,
girl to go
maybe.
crazy like that?
Right, true. Now,
I'm gonna
now
let
you
y'all go
talking.
on.
like I said, it all starts from the home.
Right.
And it was that little triangle. All 3 of them play a little part. So, thank you for calling, caller. We got another caller.
Hello, welcome to Your Chance.
Yes, sorry to keep calling back. But
Oh,
the
you
last
fine,
time
you fine.
I agree with them with some of the things. You can't blame that young man
He
for
said that too.
that girl
Yes.
killing the other. You cannot blame them. And talk about this, what you talking about, social media on your cell phones. I don't know nothing about texting and computers or whatever. But all that too, that has nothing to. Don't sit up there. I respect y'all and make excuses for why she killed that other
No,
girl.
I'm not making
no,
excuses.
but
wrong.
he.
And the boy, that young man has young man has nothing to do. So they were both trying to go with him or whatever. He's going with somebody else now. One going to jail, the other one is deceased. I'm just,
I want to say
young
something.
fella, let's not sit and try to put like it's his fault. No, it ain't. She knew what she was doing. She stopped idiots. Last time I checked, both of them were age problems, which had nothing to do with it.
I mean, but he just said we need to look at it that when we say, even me, I can't sit there and judge who's right or wrong and all that. We all have opinions, like you said. But we got to be careful what we say and how we say. But, you know, come on now, I can sound like one of y'all up there. You're going to pull a knife out on each other up there, stab each other. Okay, I'm going to hang up and listen. Thank you.
Thanks for calling back. But to clarify, we're not making no excuses for her killing the other girl. That is clearly on her.
No, 100 for making excuses on the guy.
100% is all on her because she has some type of emotional problems or something. The reason why I'm saying that the guy did have some part to play in it because it's about the boy. So he had a little part to play in it, not far as the stabbing, but far as why they all in this situation. Because it's all about this boy. We don't know the whole facts because the media don't put everything out there, but something has to been going on social media outside the school that carry on to school between the two girls. Now, that didn't have nothing to do with that boy, but far as why they're in this situation, he did play a little part in it.
And then, too, you know, far as you don't know about social media, when they be texting, you could text that, oh, hey, you're wonderful. So where you been? You know, but if you in front of somebody and you say, I said, hey, you wonderful, girl, where you been? You know, you can see my expression and you know that, hey, I mean well bad. But when you texting, most of it don't come out like that. People get offended and they thinking you trying to be rude or mean to them or you trying to say something smart about them, you know. So that's why it's best to talk to someone either on the phone or either face to face so you can feel and that emotion and this and that. Just texting, you don't feel no emotion on nothing. It's things that I see out there and I be like, oh no, you know, but somebody else might look at it differently. Okay, I'm gonna take this call. Hello, caller, welcome to Your Chance.
Okay, I won't back. I just got a young lady sitting there in the red. Why do you feel the young man had something to do? Some of what they were texting on the phone or whatever y'all do on these phones and all that kind of nonsense. Why do you think he should be put in jail because of...
No.
Ain't nobody say that. We did not say that.
No.
Did nobody say he need to go to jail? Did nobody say that?
Nobody up here.
The young lady, red pants, want her to... Why do you feel that he had something to do with it and he should be held accountable? So whatever he did say on the cell phone or text on there, tell me why he should go to jail because you pull a knife out and stab that lady or that dog.
Okay, let me clear this up. I never said he should go to jail. I never said that. I didn't say he had a part in her stabbing the girl. The part where I said he has a little part in it, why we are where we at, is because all this with the two girls revolves around this boy. That's the part he played in it to get them to where they at. He had nothing to do with the stabbing, nothing to do with the two girls getting into it. But the reason why they getting into it, why the part that he plays is because it's about him. I'm not saying that he has something to do with the stabbing. He's not a part of it. I'm not saying he should go to jail. But the reason why we're here, his part is because it's about him. That's the part that he played in it. Something happened between the three of them that got them to this point. That's the only part that he plays in it. So you're misunderstanding. Ain't nobody saying nothing about him going to jail.
And two, if he brainwashed them first, like playing mind game with them, he has something to do with it.
That's her part.
Is he still on the phone? Oh, he
call back, caller.
No,
Cause
like,
this is chance. We're talking.
I know, but
I'm gonna just give an example of why somebody have a part. Why he would have a part. If you put a bug in somebody's ear, and then you go and tell this next person this, and then that person that, you know what I'm saying? When they find out, like,
it builds up. When it gets to one person, get to another person, it'll blow up.
If you take him out of it, they would not be where they was at today.
That's why he has a part in that part.
But somebody said that they was friends. Even if they was friends, you don't have friends. Nobody have friends. You have associates.
It depends because if y'all grew up when y'all was young, that is a friendship. That's a true friend.
No, I grew up with a girl when I was young, and then kind of find out she tried to take my. See, I'm older now, I'll say my man, but that was my boyfriend. But I didn't really know. I was like about 14 at the time. And
Hey,
you
y'all
know, he
done-
wanted me and she wanted, I thought she was my friend. We went to elementary
okay,
all
that
the way
was
up to high
boy
school.
and a friend.
And then she wanted my dude and I didn't believe it. And I went and asked her and I couldn't believe it. So what I'm saying, we grew up together even before we went to school, you know.
And then too,
Kids
Let
just
me
need
take
to
this
focus
call.
on
she
school
probably
and leave
was
these boys
jealous.
alone.
Like, you never know. Like,
Yeah, people
because we
smile in
don't
your
know
face.
the whole
Okay.
story, she could have been jealous.
Go ahead,
of.
caller. It's your
What-
chance. We can't hear nothing but your radio or TV.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we can hear you.
Now, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Ken.
Kenneth?
Ken, yeah. Now look here. I'm gonna respond. This young lady in the red pants, she did explain it better. Well, I understood. Now, the lady in the middle, you're the mother, aren't you?
Yeah.
So nevertheless, now you come back and you want to put the young man, like he a psychiatrist, or you can get in their minds and make them do this and that. He's a musician, what you call a magical person, a psychiatrist, or somebody. Or I heard you say he can do something, get in their mind and make their emotions. Come on now.
See,
That's
once
still
again,
no
ain't nobody
fault for
say
them
all
to
that.
do
You taking
things.
everything we saying and
Okay,
twisting it to
I'm
what you
thank
want
you.
it to be.
See, how do you think people
No,
murder
the lady
and
in the
kill
middle
people
said-
because some,
Exactly.
how do you think people murder and kill people because somebody done got in their head
Right. I mean,
and they have low self-esteem and they allow somebody to mess with that mind?
for somebody
and
to get
twist
to feel some emotion, a person has to
So,
say, put something in
the
their
question
head for them to
becomes-
feel a certain way. That's how you play a part in something.
The question becomes then, do you feel that fella at his age have the knowledge to put in somebody's mind to kill something?
Say that again. Repeat that.
You think that young man is knowledgeable enough to put in somebody's mind?
No, we said it over and over. He didn't have nothing to do with the stabbing or
I
the
didn't say
killing.
that's not the
No,
I'm
question.
done with
wasn't
that
what, no,
conversation.
that ain't what he asked. Said, yeah, I believe.
That's not the
Yeah, I
question.
believe.
I
that-
don't.
I believe if you're a weak-minded person, yes, and you don't know where you going in life or what you want out of life. If you just want to be love or be a part of something, a group or something, yeah, they got these young kids out here now going on the drive-by, killing people just to join a gang. They got to prove their loyalty and stuff. You know, these kids' minds are messed up, some of them. But yeah, I believe your mind could be messed up. I'm not going to
Good
change
thing
that.
Those two young ladies were good thing. Well, it's a good thing both those young ladies were A students, and good scholars, so all of a sudden go along with some crazy and they fighting over minutes. Why don't they get ready to graduate and stay in the book? That's what's wrong. They should have been stuck instead of making all them calls. Okay, I'm gonna hang up and listen. Thank you.
Did y'all hear what he
I
said?
didn't hear what
Did you
what
understand
did
what
he
he
say?
just
You said
said?
not a opinion.
I don't know. What I'm getting
I know
is,
I didn't hear it, but no,
oh,
you didn't
why they
hear
not
it. Though.
studying or something in school?
No,
That's what
I know he didn't say that because they got they A students. So I
sorry,
know he didn't say-
we couldn't
yeah,
really,
we didn't really understand
that last
so,
part.
You know,
But thanks for calling, though.
you know, talk
But
about the-
far as the schools, what happened? Like, why did they take the metal detectors? Because I know when I was in high school, we had metal detectors.
Because we went to
would-
school in the hood. See,
yeah, this
they
is not
need
the
'em.
hood. This is where a lot of Caucasian people.
I
go.
thought they had them everywhere.
So,
Oh,
no,
not that time.
no,
not,
no,
oh,
All
okay.
schools don't, but they
But-
need them now.
Yeah, they've been needed because the Caucasian the ones who go into school and kill up everybody. I mean, this was but the only thing that I'm sad about is the kids who had to sit there, the children who had to sit there and watch that happen. They will have nightmare for the rest of their life, you know?
I feel bad for both families because you have one where the young lady is killed, and then you have the other young lady who's gonna spend the rest of her life in jail. I mean, both families is. I feel bad for both families.
But, you know, because the way I heard that the girl didn't even know anything was happening, anything was going on, you know, or else I know, you know when somebody coming after you. You know if you got a problem with somebody and they walk through that door, you going to make sure you turn and keep your eye on them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
The
yeah.
whole thing is just sad.
Yeah, so
Sad.
hopefully, and then you know, the news people, you know, they love to hump on certain things and won't let it go, and because they want us to look at ourselves like we just bad, bad, bad. We are so good people, but African American, brown, whatever. If you, I just say, if you got red blood and you got Jesus blood, you are a good person. You know what I'm saying? Most of us is like that, and they know it, and it hurt them because some of these evil, hateful people is out here, and they hate us because we are so good, you know, and they want us to be bad like them. They can't deal with anything that's good. Matter of fact, speaking about that, y'all done with that? Because I want to bring, since I'm talking about being good and bad and good, I want to get on about that woman coming to that man's apartment and shooting. I got a theory on that one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead then.
Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about being good and bad. Now, I don't know why, far as the woman cop claimed that she was on the wrong floor and the door, an apartment door was halfway cracked or something or open. But one person, like, she tried the key. We don't really know until they really check it out. But listening to everything, I done listened to a whole lot of things, but I came up with my conclusion because they don't, for one thing, they won't even talk to the family. They won't talk to the families, the friends, to see what's going on, because they brought them Texas Rangers in, and they done told them don't speak to nobody because they need to go around and threaten people to shut their mouth, or else the same thing could happen to them, because they want this woman off the hook. Now, this is what I believe. I believe this young man was sitting up there because he a singer, and he probably was just singing about the Lord. And you know, when you're in an apartment, I lived in an apartment before, and I live up above somebody, so you can kind of hear what's going on down there. You can hear what's going on next door, you know. So this man probably was playing his gospel music, singing, and you know, when you sing, you're gonna sing real, real loud. He probably was singing loud, thinking everybody at work, wasn't nobody at home, and then again, he could have been singing at night. I believe this woman, by her being a cop, she out there, you know, trying to defend the world, but they say she's a good person. We don't know that. You don't know who, all the ones we think is good wind up being bad. But the thing is that now, if she get off of this, yes, see, she'll still have a good record, you know, but she done heard that man singing, and it was bothering her spirit so bad that I believe she saw him somewhere downstairs and asked him, please, can you control your music? Can you calm it down or whatever? Because, you know, she out there fighting crime, and hey, she could be crooked. We don't know. And she don't want that Lord stuff in her spirit. So he probably told her, look, this is my apartment, and I'm going to sing and do what I want. I pay the rent up in my apartment. Now, this man probably don't want to tell his family about it because he don't want his mother to worry about, I got a cop below me, and she don't want me to sing and play my music. Yeah, I know this because I feel like the Holy Spirit told me this. If not, then, okay, well, I'm sorry. But I'm going to still speak it because it's deep in my soul. So I figure that she done went to the station and talked to some people, and they done told her, oh, well, you need to do something about it. There it is again, that mindset, you know, it's working somebody's mind. You know, you a cop. He got to listen to what you say and do what you...
Because, man, you are like so deep off into, you creating this whole story.
No, I ain't creating nothing. I'm telling you.
Was it gospel music he was playing?
Yes, he's a gospel singer. He sings. Look, all I'm saying is that, so they done probably told her, look, you could go and straighten that out and just go up there and knock. And this man knock on that door, and when he come to the door, you could, by him being below you, you could act like, you know, shoot him dead, and then act like you just didn't know where you was at. Because let me tell you something. This woman went in there, and obviously he saw her. He probably thought she was coming to talk about the situation again. He probably opened the door and turned to walk, or for her to come in and realize she ain't coming in. Homegirl just shot him, and then go talk about she don't know if that was her plan. I know we got to call her. I'm sorry. I'm almost done finished. But I just feel like that she said, this woman said, you know, Okay, if she get off with this, they need to let everybody out of jail that's on weed, that done took any kind of drugs, because we know they mind messed up. Now, this woman is a cop. They train to know right from wrong. They train to spot things and this and that. And you gonna tell me and then I read something about she put weed. I mean, not her putting weed in there, but they found a little bitty weed.
I thought they
Say
went
something
back
about they found
do
a
an
little bit of
investigation.
weed in there. Now they gonna make him look bad, you know? No, that woman or whoever she was with went back and plant that in there so that it could look like, oh, he was kind of messing around with something anyway. No. If this woman get off, something ain't right with this, okay? But, yeah, okay.
Caller, you on the air?
Welcome to your chance.
Yes, that's one thing I agree with you. But you know what? Even though there's a little piece of weed in there, you know, whatever, that's no reason to go in there and kill somebody.
Right.
Keep praying that. And if these people, these so-called leaders, sit back and don't go down there and help support that family and campaign and get on that police department down there is something wrong. You know, sit around and wait to the last. That woman purposely killed him.
Yeah, she did.
I see this. Wait a minute. I never heard nobody go mistaken what house was going to open
Right,
the
yeah,
door.
that's crazy.
Why knock on the door? If it's your apartment, put your key in and certainly go in.
Mm-hmm.
No, people are looking at all that. You know, she
Right.
did that purposely.
Yeah, she did.
And I didn't know that the young man was a senior. I thought I never heard his age, but I thought he was about in his 40s or something. You could be right, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
he's
I
26,
think it don't
I
make no
think.
difference what age he was. That don't have a right for her to go in and do what she did.
Right, right. He's
Going to
26.
jail for life.
Right, and see, you know what I noticed too? Nobody talking to the family, nobody talking to the friends. If you look on there, you could push the button and you could see live videos of them newscasts talking about this and that. But you know what? When I try pushing the button on the family and the friends, I can't get no live audio.
They had funeral. They had the funeral for the young man. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, didn't it?
Now, I'm not for sure about that.
Yeah, looking like I saw something on TV. I was in the other room looking when I saw it on the TV or something, so I could be wrong. Maybe somebody called in to clarify.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, nevertheless, that's no reason for her to go in there and shoot that man the way she did. That was perfectly planned. And if we don't be careful, them police chiefs and all them down there are trying to do something and make his credibility bad, and then she'd walk away like all the rest of them did.
Right,
I'm hang up
right.
in this. Thank you.
But
Go ahead.
We got
did they?
another caller.
I heard something about too, like a rumor. I don't know that they could have been dating or something like that.
No, but I don't think so. But I didn't hear nothing like that. But I know the neighbor heard her ask, let me in, or something like that, you know. But yeah, but let me take this
That's
call.
crazy.
Caller, your chance.
Her attorney was on AM Joy this morning, and he stated that she thought she was entering her apartment.
Yeah, we
Now,
heard that.
keep in mind, everybody know their apartment.
Right.
And she thought he was in there robbing her. And she was going in his apartment. This is an intelligent, educated man. His pastor stood up for him in the church and the members. He was the director of the choir. The mother said he has accomplished so much. She said, at 25, can you imagine if he was alive what he would have accomplished? She said that lady took her heart, and that was her only child.
Wow. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And stated that she thought she was in her apartment, and he was in her apartment. Everybody know. He had a dish to the side where when you open the door, you can put your keys in the dish. Just like I have. Most people have that dish where they drop those keys. Now, they know that he was a good person. Even the mayor stated, and it's going to be investigated. The same deputy chief that was here spoke for him in Houston. She's stationed in Houston now. And she said she's going to investigate this case fully, rest assured, but she's going to investigate this case. And I just wanted you to know that was a fine young man we lost.
Yes, yes. But
thank you for taking my call.
Thank you for calling. But it's so the world, things are, you know, if I didn't know God was real, seriously, if I didn't know God was real, I would have to get out here and I would be like Robin Hood and I would have to do some stuff because this is bad. You in your own home, you ain't messing with no one. And somebody gonna come to you, not just anybody, a cop gonna come to your house and knock on your door and go or walk in and gonna just shoot you dead. That's showing, is that what they trying to show us, that this is how much power they got? Or you get a gun behind you and then now they want everybody to get rid of their guns. Why? So y'all could just come and kill us like crazy and stuff. So thank God I believe in God, because I'm just going to pray on it, and everybody that believes in God need to pray on all of this murderers going on out here so that he can take care of it.
I think they should extend the training. So like when you...
It ain't got nothing to do with training. These people are crazy up in the head. You know, I really do believe this dude was into his music so much that he was doing that gospel and she couldn't take it. It probably was the...
I know, that's what I'm saying. They need
vibration
to do more when they hire these people. Like, it needs to be like a
test their
class
background, talk to their
like,
friends, and find out what's wrong with them, you know? Because I'm quite sure everybody got a story to tell about somebody else. Hello, welcome to Your Chance.
Yes, I figured the young man was in his 20s or 30s.
He was 26.
You know what? I'm losing my thoughts. But the young lady that called me, she's absolutely right. You know, most people put their keys when they walk in out like me. I got scared to sit there out there when I come into the hallway of my house. But what I'm saying is, that police officer, if she knew that was her house, where's her key? Why didn't she get in the door and come in? She knew what she was doing. One thing about it, they got a good lawyer and all like that to represent the young man. You know, it's just saying that they kill our young people and get away with it.
Right.
And
we getting tired of that.
Clean it up and make things look and try the victim. And people are, like you said, getting real tired. It's the same old stuff. Every time you get out for a half an hour, wake up with something else. Whether we killing ourselves, each other, all like that. There's always too much of this going on. So we got to keep the family and all in North Carolina and South Carolina where all the flooding is done. I think about 11 people were killed during that hurricane, and it's still rising. So we got to pray for the people down there.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And, you know, I feel like when that girl came home, I heard that she lived there for a while. So, you know, when you live in a certain spot for a while, it become a habit. She know how far to go and drive up to her parking spot. She know what floor she's on. Come on now. You know, it's crazy. Take this call.
Go ahead, caller. It's your chance.
Good evening, my wife and progressive friend.
Good evening.
She is the police officer is guilty. She will be found guilty. One, they took a blood test. They have not announced the result of that blood test, but she may be on drugs. Two, he had a bright red rug outside his apartment. She did not have a bright red rug, to my knowledge.
Right.
So there's too many factors that's being built up against her.
Right.
that will prove that she is guilty of murder.
Right.
Now, one other thing, we are now being culturally conditioned to think that good is bad and bad is good. The devil is controlling
Yes,
this world.
that's right.
If you look at that young lady that stabbed the other one, she looks like she was possessed by
Yes.
the devil.
Yes.
So
Yep.
take heart. God is still in control.
Oh yeah, he
And if
is.
you want to read something, read Mark 7 about being culturally conditioned. Have a blessed day.
Okay,
too.
thank
for
you,
calling
thank
in.
you. And when he spoke about that red carpet at the young man's door, I didn't know for sure. That's why I didn't bring that up too, because I didn't know for sure if they had put that down after he got shot, or was it already there? And that's a good point what you just said. She's stepping on a bright red carpet, you know.
She
A-
knows she killed him in
red
cold
carpet.
blood. That was just an excuse to say
And
she
then-
thought it was her apartment.
And then they don't want to show where the drop of blood, you know, it was like on one of them videos, they was like, oh, we're not going to show you where the blood is at, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, right, because you don't want to show that he is probably right at the front door, you know. So, and then
You mad, huh?
I'm just like, I mean, like he just brung up that carpet, and that's, to me, that's a sign right there, that red carpet, bright as day in her eye. Maybe she just wanted to see some more blood fall. I don't know, you know, but she better go down like he said. Yeah, I mean, these cops are about to get ready and try to protect her. They bringing in a Texas Ranger. Why? Do they have any of us on there? I mean, well, if they do, they might be Uncle Tom's. I don't know. Yeah. But they're bringing in the Texas Rangers. That means that the city police and the detective, everybody laying low and putting it to the side so they can put it all on the Texas Ranger. What? So that the people in the city won't go crazy? And then they said she out on a $300,000
She shouldn't have never.
bond, you know.
She should still be held just like the girl. in
Oh,
the
if it had
story.
been one of us killing somebody,
Because she a danger, it's a hazard to the world.
but they claim that she have a good record, you know.
It,
But if
the
they,
girl
that's
in
what
the
I'm
school
saying.
had a good record. She was good.
Oh no, I'm confusing the cop with
No, she's
you
No,
saying
talking
that
the
about
they-
girl,
she should've
right?
stayed
She
in
should have stayed in
jail.
jail because the young girl, she can't get out in bail.
Right,
she
she
has
had
to
a good
stay.
record. And
Right.
why the cop
For
get to
murder.
get out? And she
Yeah.
killed somebody in cold blood.
right, because she's a cop and she got the Texas Rangers behind her and got everybody else behind her and stuff, you know. Yeah.
That's
so,
one thing they do stick together. All them cops.
I mean, even when
Sad,
they wrong,
crazy.
that's the problem. Even when they wrong, they
But
stick
they're
together.
like that, like the last caller said, they gonna find her guilty because these people are gonna be in an uproar, and they are rightfully so because you killed a man in cold blood. Everybody knows their apartment. You did it, and now you trying to say you thought he was in your house. Then
And
why
it's-
didn't you use the key to go in? So she's gonna be found guilty because if they don't, I mean,
It's going.
And if
ooh.
anyone know them people, the family
they're
members,
gonna break out.
because like I heard the mother, I heard them saying on there that they won't even talk to the families. They won't even talk to us. They won't even answer us questions. They won't even talk to the friends. So if anybody know any of them, you could call WHPR TV 33 live. I mean, you could call, and if, when our show come on, you could talk to us, and we'll let you air it out about what you think happened or what your son done told you. And, you know, maybe somebody could reach them and tell them they'll have a platform here. And I'm quite sure just not on our show. We have other people who have shows on here that will listen and let them speak, you know. Because 247, yeah, I called you out. Y'all ain't gonna let nobody say nothing because all of y'all is working for the cops and the government and everybody, and they telling y'all what to say and do. And that's why you don't care for our station here because we're going to speak it out and we're going to say what really went down. No.
You woosah?
I'm cool. I'm all right.
Breathe in.
Yeah. So all we have to do is now we just have to just everybody need to think about what you're going to do in life. Think about who you don't ever be scared to talk to nobody. Don't lose your courage just because this happened to that man, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be scared of them. You know, you don't lose your courage over nothing. You know, you stay strong and you do what you got to do for this world and for the people that's in this world, you know.
And pray.
Whew.
Pray for this world.
I mean,
Pray
you know,
for
a
the
lot of
city.
people pray, but they don't understand. To them, for some of them, the prayers ain't working. That because
You ain't got faith.
You have to have faith, and you're gonna go through some tests to prove that you are worthy. You know, because God will be there for you. You call on Him, and you call on Him with all your heart. And He said, all you need is a little mustard seed. That's all you need, you know. And see, we so quick to want to take it in our own hand and this and that. And I know He real. It don't work for me a whole lot of time. He don't open doors and save my life and did miracles for me. So it really worked. Trust me. I'm telling you, He is way better than the devil. The devil only could get you out here to do this damage, and everybody start squinching and being scared to say something. Like right now, it's a whole lot of people about to shut their mouth about this because they scared that they might wind up like that young man. You know.
Or fired.
Right. So we have a few more minutes and then we're gonna be off the show. But we enjoyed you all calling in. And I want to say thank you, you know. So I do want to say we're not going to be here next Sunday. I mean, the following Sunday.
We're on every 2 weeks, so the next time we're supposed to air, which is in 2 weeks, will not be on the air.
Yeah.
When are we returning?
The next.
You got to get them.
That would be October.
It makes sure you have it right.
Let me see. Let me go on.
Okay,
here.
today.
Yeah, so it'll be
Yeah,
the
the
6th.
Okay.
October 6th?
Right. So we'll be back
Right?
October the 6th.
No.
because see, today's the 16th. Then we would have been on the 30th.
Oh, the 7th. We'll be back on the 7th.
The 14th.
Oh, what I was looking at.
I thought it was the 14th because if we're on today,
Uh,
the 30th would have been the next time. We're not coming on the 30th.
and
So-
then you
So
go
it'd be the
past here,
14th.
right here. Right. No, it's the 7th. Oh, yeah.
No, because we
It
doing
would
every
be
2
the
weeks, so it'll be the
14th.
14th.
Okay, the 14th. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, we're going to close the show up right now. And
We want to thank all the callers who called in.
for your wonderful thoughts.
Enjoyed the conversation with you, Ken. Appreciate it.
And enjoy the weather before the cold come.
Yes, 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 yes.
God bless all of y'all.
Did not know right from wrong. Somebody tried to preach the gospel to me. I didn't listen. I fell down on my knees. I was just a foolish person at that time. Did not know what it meant. When Christ touched me, there was a change in my soul that made me feel